Hello, brilliant, beautiful black women, Goddess born. I hope you all are well. Girl, we out here in our genius zone. And let's get into it. I want to make sure that I reintroduce all of us as black women to some general standards that you can take and individualize. Yes, that's right. And make your own policies, girl. Because if it's one thing that all these other demographics that we're telling them to leave us alone, and my favorite, access denied, prayer request denied. If you need to call Jesus somebody else, don't call no black women's. Don't look at our children. Keep it moving. Okay. I'm gonna go over them briefly once again. And like I said, black women, you definitely can take these standards, they're very generalized, and you can individualize them to your specific core values, what your needs are, and what it means to you to hold yourself sacred, protected, and uplifted. Because I want you to be able to articulate your boundaries and give consequences to people who attempt to cross the line at all or even come near the line with you, our black girls, or our children. Let's get it. Black Women's Guide to Thriving Beyond Racism and Misogynoir. Remember, these are just general guidelines as to how other groups and people need to treat us. The mission and vision of these standards is that they center black women and black girls while actively holding both sacred, protected, and uplifted. These standards aren't a request of other demographics, people, and groups. It is how it's going to be. They will need to hold us sacred, protected, and uplifted. We will be deciding what that looks like, what it means, and they will follow suit or receive swift consequences from you choosing what those consequences will be. Let's start on page 1. Black women and girls are goddess born, and we owe no one our attention, likability, care, or kindness. Only we as black women and black girls possess and have power over our self-body autonomy, and thus we determine the following. Number 1, what and who are allowed to have access to we, our children, and our spaces. 2, whether others are safe enough to be allowed, even limited, much less full or no access to us if they're unsafe. We choose whether we will speak, act, or not. As black women and black girls, we are the architects of our own destiny, the keepers of our own boundaries, and the guardians of our own well-being and personal security. Our power, strength, and compassion are innate, our wisdom boundless, and our resilience unyielding. So to the rest of the demographics, see, black women, these standards help people understand we are not your mule, mattress, or prey. We assert the right to navigate the world on our own terms, not by the expectations and or demands of others. No one will be attempting to harness our powers or tell us how valuable we are. Only we determine that. Any space that black women and black girls occupy becomes a sacred space. No matter where we are, we nurture our dreams, uplift and protect our communities of black and indigenous women and girls. And we are self-determined as well as self-body autonomous. And none of you will be taking it away without severe and swift consequences. You out there do not get to determine for us how we will respond to hostility, attacks, violence towards us, assault and battery, you determine none of how we decide we will be held sacred, protected, and uplifted. Only Black women and Black girls hold the power to determine what we will do and what we will not. Our voices are pure, our actions are deliberate, and our presence undeniable. How we move, and with each step we take, we affirm our right to exist as we are, unapologetically and with grace. Yes, we are the embodiment of hope and the essence of courage. We are preternatural elemental powers and the spirit of evolution. As goes the Black woman and girl, so goes the world. Together as Black women, we rise, embracing our divine essence and forging a path toward our incredible future as Black women, where our self-body autonomy, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical and sexual autonomy is respected. And we demand to be held in reverence, held sacred, protected, and uplifted. Black women, these standards are not a request or an ask of other demographics. We shall accept no dissension. We operate from our ancient matriarchal legacy. No males or female peen worshippers have all but destroyed the planet and humanity. Thus, we recognize no patriarchal authority. Neither we nor our precious goddess-born daughters will submit to your constant attacks, assaults, batteries, mutilations, or threats of unaliving us. We will be held sacred, protected, and uplifted. Now, Black women, I just went over the mission and vision, and we will be unbossed, unbothered, and unfuckable with. Please pause to read at any point. Love you, Black women.